Hey babes, welcome back with Laura, Crystal, and Vivi on the Aesthetic Underground for the Unfiltered Talks in Aesthetics. Let's talk about it. So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're talking about all things reps. So
all things reps.
What is a rep? Like a sales rep?
basically the sales reps that we purchase our products from, our lasers, devices, things like that. Things that we love about reps and things that we absolutely can't stand. So
And some pushy ass sales reps.
Yeah.
We're not going to go by name, but I will name a few scenarios.
Go, Laura, since you're so passionate about it. I know you're really
I
itching.
love my sales reps. I'm just going to start off by saying the
You
ones.
either love them or hate them.
Yeah.
Correct.
You'll
the
know.
ones
You'll
that,
know if we don't like you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know if I don't like you. Always. The ones that I love, and they love me. I do their Botox. I do their lasers. I do their fillers. Like, it's that kind of relationship. But the ones I don't love, I'm not going to say hate because that's a strong word, but the ones I hate are not allowed into my office.
I just watched Grinch twice last week.
I just watched it yesterday.
Hate.
Yes. So it's a hard word because at the end of the day, I get their job. That's their livelihood, is to sell us what they sell to make their money.
It's like
And they make better money if they do it well.
So to kind of give you guys an idea, it's like equivalent to a car sales rep. When you're going to go buy a car, they're trying
Some of them.
Yes.
Some of them. Device companies.
Sleazy, they can be a little sleazy.
Like the people at Gucci who are like, ooh, that bag looks amazing.
Yeah.
on
But
you."
see, they do it the right way.
Yeah.
They do it the right way. There's reps that do it the right way, and there's reps that are like, oh, the clinic down the street made $20,000 this month with this device. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They have a different patient population. They have maybe more or less providers than me. They have a completely different demographic.
So
I'm
they
like,
come in and
what's
they
wrong with you?
oversell.
Yeah. If I was an amateur, I'd believe it, right? Maybe 6-7 years ago, I'd be like, oh, that sounds like a lot of money. I want to buy this device. Not knowing I'd be $150,000 in debt and maybe not selling a package this month, right? And so
I fell prey to it. I bought so much technology. I bought so
well
much
with it, so
technology.
it's okay.
Crystal fell into the trap.
Well,
She
what
did.
I realized
She
was
does
every
well.
time I bought one, I just added a bunch of work. I have to I have to market this. I have to talk about this. I have to incorporate it into my marketing. It's just every time I was like, oh no.
I do think too for you, which I would be the same way if I had the means for it. You see a device, you're like, oh, I want that for my face.
Literally.
The other day,
I went to the Sciton conference
I was just
not
gonna talk
wanting
about-
to buy a freaking device, and I bought a BBL, and I love my heroic, but I literally went there and I was like,
I
know.
need this. They do such a
Oh
good
my
job.
God.
They do such a good, it's like the FOMO. They're like, oh, if you don't have this, you're not going to be able to
and
deliver
I love
this.
Sciton. I do love Sciton.
But what happened with your one rep that?
God. So, okay, let's just give a backstory. Reps, again, I get what they have to do. They got to sell me things to
They got
make
to
their
make
money.
money. We get
And
it.
I have to go buy the products, right? But the good thing and the bad thing for us and them is that there's so many, fillers to choose from. There's so many toxins to choose from. There's so many skincare lines to choose
And
from.
they're all the best.
They're all the best.
And they all talk
are-
shit about other brands.
Yes, and they all think they're superior to this brand. I will say there are some brands that don't do that, and those are the brands I respect more. But I had really good experiences with reps. I'm really trying to avoid it for some reason in the talk, but I'm going to talk about it.
Just say it.
There is a rep that overpromises, lies to you, tells you she's bringing you all the samples, doesn't show up once you make the order, doesn't give you what she promised you.
Doesn't she push you to buy $80,000
worth of stuff.
And if you don't do
thinking I
it,
own a plastic surgery office, which even plastic surgeons, unless they have 10 providers, they're not buying that kind of stuff, right? So anyways, yeah, I don't even want to say pronouns. They'll.
Well, you already said it. It's a she.
It's fine. It's whatever. All the reps do it. It's just a matter of all of them do it. All of them do it in a nice
talking
way.
about business ethics is what you're talking
Business
about.
ethics, because
here.
all of them do it. And I love them for it. And, device companies will come in and they'll try to sell me something that's $200,000. I'll have the Tox reps come in. They'll try to sell me a $20,000, but they're doing it. My mom always taught me, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this specific one, it's the minute you say no, you suck.
Yeah, like you're not
You're not good provider.
your business is not going to do
Your
well.
business isn't going to do well. You don't know what you're doing. You're not using the best product. And if I'm like, oh, can I just order like maybe $5,000 worth of stuff? Oh, that's not going to make you any money. Okay, then I don't want your product. Yeah. It's just rude. And then I was abroad once and I had an order delivered to my door. A filler that I didn't order.
When we were in London.
We were in London together and I got a call.
Tea.
Literally you were drinking tea. You were dying still. You're
sick.
probably drinking a hottie toddy or whatever you said.
I was.
And I got a call from like my front desk and they're like, you got like a package. I was like, I didn't order anything. She's like, no, you did. I was like, no, I did not.
You got a big package.
Where is this from? Tell me right now. And so I definitely, I how do you say it? Wrote her off since that day.
Well, so basically what happened was you did not confirm that you wanted to spend this $20,000 or whatever it was. And then they went ahead and processed it and was like, oopsie, but your card was already
but we
charged.
can't return. I already charged your card, but we can't return the product. So sorry.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Not me. In a normal world, people like us, they get bullied all the time. I don't know if you guys know that. But
1,000%.
So bullied. I have a friend who's a provider. She's down in Miami. Somebody promised her that she'll place the order and she'll get X amount of samples, however that much was. She never got it. The rep never followed up with her. And she reached out a couple times, got ignored, and, just because the rep was busy and didn't keep reaching out. And I was like, I would have called. Just like you did.
So
I would have called corporate. I would have been like,
but this is why you have to have everything written in text message, because or paper trail, email, whatever
and that's just
it
in
is.
business in general.
And that's exactly. And it's like, of course, when you build this relationship with your reps, you have the hopes that they are going to be honest with you, right? And that they are in your best interest, which most of them are.
I have amazing
but there's
reps.
a handful that I'm just like, yeah, you are just coming after me because you just want a sale.
Well, but they're aggressive. It's not sinister. They just maybe don't handle they're not organized. So maybe they say, okay, I'm going to offer these 10 boxes. And then maybe they really do forget, but they leave it up to you to, I have a whole job that I have created in my business because these are thousands of dollars of
thousands.
things.
And I'm going to play devil's advocate and go on the other side of these reps are just people and it's their company pushing these quotas and these prices, and it's just getting worse and worse with all these new companies coming out. So I am a sympathetic and empathetic person that I do understand that person sitting across from me. But at the same time, you also need to understand who your audience is. I am not a plastic surgeon with $80,000 of disposable capital that I could buy in one order.
In 1 month.
In 1 month. Every month. If it was for the year, I order easily that plus more. But
I know. I had a rep that literally
makes you feel less than.
Yeah. I had a rep that I've never met before, and he literally waited for me for 2 hours in my waiting room. And if you guys know, my waiting room is really small, right? And he waited there and he was like, oh, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah from blah, blah, blah. Just want to show you my product. Are you using this kind of product already? I was like, yeah, I'm already using this. He was like, okay, well, you should try mine. And I was like, okay, well, do you have a sample to give me? And he's like, no, I don't have any samples. I'm like, wait, so you want me to try your product, but you didn't bring samples, right?
Yeah. It's like you can test drive a car before buying.
Right.
I can't even tell you how many times reps have come and sold me something that I already bought.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, especially the young male reps. Love you guys. But they're just broing out and they show up and they're just like, yeah, this device is really good. I'm like, yeah, it's running in room 3. Did you want did you not know? You have some tips for me? What's
did you
come
and bring me
Did you bring me lunch?
Is that what you came in
It was
for?
one of the. He was just like, oh, you weren't on my list. I'm like, okay. Well, thanks for the coffee.
So that's another thing is unannounced reps. It's like I don't get me wrong. You can open door policy, right? Come in, but it's like. Sometimes
don't wait for me for 2 hours.
Just leave
See,
a card.
That to me is almost
leave
more
a card
respectful.
on the desk.
If he's patiently waiting,
which is fine. Which is why I gave him the time. Why I had the conversation with him. You know what I mean?
I hate when there's people in my lobby in general.
Yeah.
Me too.
And he was like, oh, I was like, well, he's like, I don't have samples for you. I'm like, okay, well, he's like, but can you do me a favor and put in this $5,000 order? I was like, sir.
I just met you, homie.
I was like, I just met you. You
like,
don't
but
have samples for me.
You didn't even bring me lunch for you.
And you didn't even bring me lunch and a green
My
smoothie.
fat ass.
Like what? And I'm like, and you want me to do a favor for you? I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't. I was like, I can't do that. I was like, I don't know your product. I can't just put this in. Now, if it's my normal reps, right? And like, I get it. Like they're like need to like meet a little
Oh my
quote.
gosh,
I'm like,
yeah, I do
yes,
it for
you want
them.
me to put it in this order for
I
you?
do it.
Sure. I'm more than
Yes.
happy to do it because you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Correct.
Honestly,
You
I am
know?
such a flight risk of buying things that I just am like, don't talk to me. I got Mertz, I got Galderma, I got my sights on devices.
If you guys want to make money, go to Crystal's office.
I don't need anything else. I don't need your sperm. I don't need your uterine.
yeah.
Like I don't need anything. I'm set. I'm all okay.
I am not. I would love to be that way, but I definitely.
Oh, I got the payments to match. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Her overhead is crying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I guess that's important. Also, that's a good topic to jump right into, like our overhead costs and expenses.
I don't want to.
She's in denial. You know, like when you get your credit card statement, you're like, I didn't spend that much
It's
money.
getting better.
No,
my
I lied.
third year in business now. I'm paying down and I'm like doing more and I'm getting
People
out of
don't
debt.
see that what we spend as a business owner, and so it's and the reps don't either. They're like, oh, you can make $20,000 with this device. Yeah, but that's another.
I just have to buy a house, basically.
Yeah, that's another $2,000-3,000 in rent for the device. Marketing, like you said, extra work.
Well, and that's where
advertising
exactly. And that's where I'm in trouble right now, where I have more devices than rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a room
So
for
unless
you.
we're gonna start lasering people in the freaking hallway, like
Yeah.
you can't max out your devices if you have, and that's why we're looking to expand next year. And we have plenty of devices to go to the new location.
Good. Yeah.
And it's exciting, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But there's so much when it comes to the business of aesthetics that it's like this device sounds great, but do you have the room? Do you have the employees?
Yeah.
Do you have the
But the
clientele?
rep on the
like
other
you
side
said?
doesn't know
Clientele
that. They don't. They're just like, I got to get the sale. But for example, before the end of November,
And
or
it's
before
our
the end
job
of
to be good
December.
at what we do and say
Yeah.
like no or yes, or I learned lessons that were expensive, but they're luckily very good. I have great tech.
Somebody posted something and it was like, you shouldn't, somebody mentioned it, but you shouldn't buy a device in hopes that you're going to bring in new clients.
Right.
Your
And that's
patient
what
should already be asking for something
It should
like
be
that.
a demand from your current patients that's what you need. If they're not asking for that and there's not a high demand for it, don't go into $200,000 debt to buy this laser to accommodate one or two people and cross your fingers and hope that
You're gonna
bring more
money.
people in.
No,
And that's
yeah.
what some of these sales reps do. They're like, oh, well, you don't have, you have a Helix CO2 laser,
Yeah,
but how are
which
you
is the
fixing
best, by the way.
pigmentation? And I'm like, well, it's like, I do this, like I have a great melasma protocol, like,
Yeah, but the
this
Helix,
and that. But then
I
they're
had a
like,
rep do that the other day. I'm like, this CO2 laser my Cartessa device gets 90% of pigment out, and your skincare protocols get 95%.
so I was like, I don't really need the demand. And then sometimes if you're not strong-willed enough to say, hey, no, I don't need it, they'll come push you, and they're like, oh, well, we'll defer your payments for 6 months.
Yeah,
I got that the other day. I'm like,
To
no,
be honest, I
it's-
still have to pay it.
It
So it
sounded
doesn't
nice.
matter.
It sounded nice. I was like, oh God, should I
It's
do
nice
it?
if you were already going to get that tech and it's like, okay, great. I have this payment I don't have to make, but
Brilliant.
But my reps that I love, all day, every day. They're like your best friend. They help you out because they understand you are a small business.
I have a
Yeah.
good
And you
batch.
and you
I have a good
have,
batch.
there's only a certain amount of numbers that you can purchase, and they're understanding of that, and they're willing to help grow your business, right?
Yes,
So that is what a
yes.
good rep
So there are
does.
good reps out there, and there are bad ones.
Yes.
And that is all I have to say about that topic.
So going into good and bad,
Yeah.
our next topic we wanted to address today was treatments. So
For the holiday season.
Yeah, like go into the holiday season or into someone's long-term plan, because I think all of us really hone in on long-term plans with our patients.
100%.
What we do is not really like come in for a laser and you're set until you die.
Well, the rep will tell you, oh, it'll be good in 2 weeks.
Yeah. They just need 20 treatments of this and they'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think that's really like, it's so easy for providers to hone in on the instant gratification that the whole world is looking for.
Yeah.
And really, it takes a lot of effort to like rethink people.
Right.
And which is why we go back to my joke about saying you're decaying. I feel like that really helps to people to understand what my job is.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
not here to make you look pretty. I'm here to prevent the aging process. And that takes
Not to prevent it, just
a
gracefully,
process.
'cause it's going to happen, but
you
gracefully
can
slow
prevent
it
it pretty
down.
damn good.
I
doubt it.
think no, but you can correct. I have like
You can correct.
I have a poster child, is what I call her. And I've worked with her for 4 years. And she's literally looks 15 years younger after 4 years of working with her than when she first came in and saw me. Almost 60, thinking that, okay, that's it.
My time
It's
is
too
done.
late. My time is done. I've accepted it. And we just over time really focus on skin, because skin is the foundation to everything.
Biggest organ in your body.
So it's like skincare, lasers, a little Botox, and then we went in and refinished stuff with biostimulators, filler, and she's gotten more compliments now than ever,
Yeah, I just don't like the word or even anti-aging. And I've used it a lot. We all have. It's just inevitably, like, we're all going to age. It's
Right.
just how
You're
you
just
age.
preserving it and
Preserving
slowing
it.
it
And
down.
it depends on resources. You look at Kendall Jenner, she looks incredible. Now let's take a close-up camera and take a real look.
Right.
It looks a little different than what we see on Instagram, but she has infinite resources. She's probably spending $3 million, $4 million, $5 million a year on her stuff. So it's like, that's possible, but most people, she's like the 0.01% of the world. Most people have much, much less resource. So it's like, skin is really like a video game. Like every time you do a laser, your life goes
Yeah.
up
You're extending the
That's so
battery.
of your
funny.
skin. And so if you do it once, you boosted yourself. But if you
Yeah.
keep going through that video game, you're going to die.
And then maintain it.
But
have
if
to
you
maintain.
maintain and that life bar goes up and up and up, now you're really beating the process, or at least staying with it to a certain
Yes,
degree.
I like that. Yes. But yeah, no, it's important, the timeline too of things, right? Like Christmas and New Year's and stuff, you can't come in a week before and make you look glowy, right? Like if you at least come in 3 to 4 weeks before, I can get you some talks that'll kick in by Christmas. Again, it's a big event, so you got to make sure to watch out for if they care about anything, just in case you need to do tweaks. Skincare regimens, I love to start like a month before, because it'll give you that glow you need, depending on how many actives we start. I'm sure you know. It
Mine is
might
3 months long.
it might piss you off depending on how many actives you start. I get pissed off when I start actives.
I
And
know.
that goes against-
You're like, I'm not listening to you, Vivi. I'm like, okay, well.
She tries to like mangle my skin. I'm like,
And that's her as a provider. Like I respect the hell out of you,
Yeah.
Vivi, for how you manage people's skincare routines. And I try to do that in my practice, and we do, but it's just a little bit of a different niche.
and patient compliance.
It's a
too.
lot of hand holding.
So exactly. And someone who wants to burn their face off with skincare, I'll do it for you. But like I would say I would maybe refer. Like if someone had severe melasma and they want to come to me, I would treat them. I have lasers. Here's your skincare.
Right.
But if you want someone who is really going to hone in on that,
And just
like
skincare.
yeah, like I would send you to Vivi. Like she's gonna watch you. So it's like, and same
gonna
thing,
hold your
Laura.
hand and
Yeah, like
You kiss.
I know. I'm like,
Laura's
don't worry, that's
amazing with
normal.
her weight loss. Like,
yeah, I hold hands too, but and that's the boundaries too, right? It's like how often are we holding hands? But I think I do it a little too much. I'm sure you do too.
but you have to know your provider. Like, don't come to me for that, and then go to Vivi for that. So
But I accommodate. I always tell everyone, I'm going to fit this to your lifestyle.
sure.
If you're telling me you don't want to do that, that's fine. But we're walking to your results.
And what we're referring to here is Vivi puts people on pretty intense skincare routines that do cause peeling and some things that get them to results faster, but there's a pain period in the middle.
It's spicy. You gotta
and that's
suffer.
something that I've never been on retinol
Everybody
for that
wants
reason.
this.
Yeah,
Was that
you
real?
know.
Everybody wants
Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
No, not everybody, BB.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I mean, whatever. But yeah.
Um,
Anyways, but we have a lot of beauty treatments that we love. Laser specifically, biostimulators. Love, 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 love.
Tox is essential.
You know,
I mean,
and
it's
filler
your bread
is
and
still
butter.
there. Filler is not dead.
I love filler.
I love filler. It's done nicely. We're doing it a lot more conservative, naturally. But yeah.
But the biggest thing for the filler, as we're talking about timelines for Christmas and New Year's, is don't come to me 2 weeks before. You better come to me right now.
Unless
If
you don't mind being bruised at your Christmas party.
Yeah,
then that's like,
yeah.
that's fine. But it's when people come and say, oh, I just want to look so good for my ex-boyfriend. I'm going to be in this kid's
Oh my
Right,
God, I
sweater."
love
And I'm like-
that. I love that. And you're seeing your ex-boyfriend tomorrow or your ex-husband.
And I was also nervous, so I drank a lot of champagne last night. I'm like, okay.
I cannot touch your
Okay,
face.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess when just looking for treatments, just make sure to at least schedule 4 weeks before any big event. Christmas, you can get away with 2 weeks on some things with you guys or with all of us. You're going to be very limited. But tox for sure. If you're already a known tox patient, I will absolutely do your tox a couple weeks before. I would maybe touch up some lip filler also before.
I do anything as long as they know what
Yeah,
what's
I'm
Especially,
the same way,
especially
too.
if they're an established patient. I'm very wary with my new patients on starting things. So
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up our chats.
The fastest way for you to get a rep is just to buy the laser because you'll never see them again.
yeah, or any product really.
Yeah, literally. Until they need their quote.
It's a rep size hole in my wall.
Yeah, or you'll get rid of them for like the quarter and then like the last 2 weeks of the quarter.
quarter.
they're
Or if
like,
there's an event
"Hey."
coming up, they're like,
yeah.
"Oh, will I see you at this
Yeah.
event?" I'm like,
Devil's advocate, love my reps. Not all of them are like that, but for sure.